Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday. Happy holidays. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Neil Levin is our guest today, and he's in studio, and he has some of his colleagues with him. Now Foods has been a sponsor of the show for years and years, and it's been in the industry for how long, Neil?
50 years this year.
It's their anniversary. And I remember growing, as I was growing up, I was adult. Well, I wasn't a boy, unfortunately. I was a little older. Yes, Gary, we had lights when I was a kid.
Dinosaurs ran in circles.
Yes.
But the world was black and white.
Yeah, the world was black and white. And Now Foods, throughout my career, I've always known about Now Foods. And, it's an interesting company. Neil can tell you so much about the company and its mission and its purpose, and still privately owned, right?
Yeah, we're actually the largest family-owned business in the natural products industry. We're very proud of that. Our mission is providing value, which means the best quality for the best price, in both products and services that empower people to live healthier lives. So health is an important part of our mission. We believe natural is better than artificial. So we don't carry a lot of synthetic ingredients, no synthetic aminos, vitamin E, artificial flavors, sweeteners, colors, those kind of things. So we're very careful with standards, but we're trying to work at a low margin and a lot of efficiencies and economies of scale.
So that the consumer can afford it.
Right, so that we can help the consumer get a good nutritional program for an affordable price. And, with a 50-year-old company and 30-some family members as the owners, they don't need a lot of money. They own their own buildings. They don't have any debt. They can plow money back into the company. And as an example, we've spent $100 million equipping our laboratories and our quality control. And we've got about 160 people working in quality control. And, this is a huge, huge effort. This is one of the largest labs probably in the country.
It's amazing. 877-897-8255. You're listening and watching. Neil is on the stream. And to Neil Levin with Now Foods. NOW, what does that mean?
It originally stood for natural, organic, and wholesome. And there's an additional phrase that's more modern, nutrition for optimal wellness.
So which one do you like?
I like them both.
Good answer.
You know what? When I talk to retailers and I do trainings and I ask them if they know what NOW stands for, that it's an acronym, and they don't know that it stands for natural, organic, and wholesome, but they like that message. They like that focus on we're a natural products company and we choose to use natural because we prefer that. We think that's better for the body, for the environment, for consumers.
We're on the stream, we were just showing. What was that, Gary?
That's the warehouse facility.
For Now?
Yes.
So you look at that.
Look how narrow those aisles are.
I know.
It's very efficient.
I see that.
We've got radio-guided forklifts that are very narrow and 32-foot narrow aisles storage, so we have a smaller footprint.
Look at that. People, people walk into a store. Consumer walks into a health store, and what you see is the final product. It's a bottle, a box, or package, whatever, sitting on the shelf. But so much went into getting that bottle or that product onto the shelf. It's just astonishing, from raw materials to manufacturing to all the advertising, the marketing. whatnot, and the testing. There's we're showing the Alan. How do you say LeFou?
LeFou, yeah.
LeFou, analytic lab manager. Yeah, my daughter is a virologist. She has her PhD in virology and been in the pharmaceutical industry for years. And of course, companies hire her to come in and check for quality control and whatnot. They're very concerned. Same people don't understand those same kinds of standards for real supplement companies apply. So is it a supplement company that you're buying a product from, or is it a marketing company masquerading as a supplement company? Huge difference. When the company has more control over the product from the raw material, from seed to shelf, or from the raw material to to getting it that package or that product on a shelf in a health store, makes a difference, doesn't it, Neil?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could call Now Foods, 888 Now Foods, and ask for information. We know what allergens were processed in the same facility as our ingredients. We know how they were processed. We have flow charts and various things. And most brands out there don't make their own products. They simply...
it's made for them.
Yeah, it's made for them, and they get a certificate of analysis, which is a summary of testing, and it's a promissory note from the actual manufacturer. But they don't know a lot of details about it that they could answer the kind of questions we have. Country of origin of these ingredients, for example, or a lot of interactions and things like that. We have a staff of a professional nutritionist, a naturopathic physician on staff, an MD on staff. We can answer the hard questions.
With raw materials, to me, it's always about the raw material. If you start off with terrible raw material, you can make it kosher, you can bring in the Pope to bless it, you can do whatever you want. It's still going to be junk. When we come back, I want to talk to you about that. It's always a concern, right? Always a concern. We see these recalls of food all the time. We just got through this. We're still in the grips of this romaine business. That's food. That's food in a raw form. Well, the supplements are made from plants, right? So those issues still obtain here. Come back, we'll talk some more. LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for stopping by today. Love it when you're there. We're just can't tell you how much we enjoy
Pharmaceutical grade materials too. So the FDA has actually trained the Chinese FDA how to inspect and make sure facilities are good. Chinese quality control has gone up dramatically since they executed people who had killed some children by selling adulterated products.
Yeah, that was it was stunning. I mean, they punished them that's how they punished them for making that mistake. That wasn't long ago.
That was a few years ago, but I actually, not that upset by that because it's a good lesson, and they strengthened their laws. They brought the U.S. FDA in to train their own inspectors, and now they've got materials that are second to none. Of course, there's always political issues or cultural issues or other things that people have, but if you're talking about quality, the proof is in the pudding. when there was that toy scare a few years ago and people were worried about lead or heavy metals in toys and jewelry, the head of Mattel actually came out and said it's our fault, not China's fault. We didn't have safeguards in place. We didn't have testing. We didn't have specs and standards. And we have implemented these corrections so that this will not happen again. Well, that's what's happening in the dietary supplement industry and in some parts of the food industry. We have specifications. We audit or make sure there's a qualified auditor who's inspecting the facilities we buy from. We're testing for identity, potency of actives, microbiological contamination. We test for listeria, which is very unusual. We test for E. coli, salmonella, all yeast and molds, all the other things, and heavy metals. And whenever we do a blend, we retest the heavy metals because we don't want to rely on calculation. If we test all the heavy metals in ingredients, and then we have to calculate how much is going to be in a finished product, like a multivitamin might have 40 or 50 active ingredients. That's, there's more chance of making a mistake if you have to calculate than if you simply retest it.
I see.
Since we have the facility and the personnel on staff, and we're talking about a $500,000 installation to test heavy metals, another $500,000 installation to test for arsenic speciation, or the toxic versus non-toxic forms of arsenic, for example. Very unusual capabilities. But we're willing to invest the money because we're family-owned. We can make the right decision for the right reasons. That's not based on the bottom line. It's based on what's right for the company, what's safe for our consumers.
Do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Neil is sharing this with you because a lot of people have the conception, vitamin C. It's just vitamin C or vitamin B, the B complex, whatever it might be. It's not just that. In that somehow going into a health store, everything's fast and loose. It is highly regulated. And you just need to understand that there is a difference among the brands. The constant theme on this, one of the overarching themes, is always understand that when you can buy something that is $4, $5, $6 cheaper than some of the leading brands like Now, you have to ask how did they do that? They didn't. You can only cut the margins so close, right? So they had to do something along the way. Cheaper raw materials, less control. So they're making that money some way, and they're making it at a risk to you. But Now Foods, like you said, the company's always tried to provide, what did you say, good value, and how did you put it?
Yeah, well, value is the best quality for the best price. And so we take a lower margin. We have economies of scale. We don't do a lot of marketing. And we sell direct to stores. There's not a middleman, a distributor in there who's taking a cut. And these are all things that add cost to the consumer.
Right.
But it doesn't add value. It doesn't add quality.
Right.
And if you look at trademark ingredients, I mentioned the Carnipure by Lonza earlier. There's other companies selling that same ingredient, and they're selling it for more money. It's the same ingredient. Why is it more money? It's not because of the ingredient. It's because of the marketing, the business practices, the profits, the distribution, everything else.
And you always have to remember there's greed.
I want to know what's the difference between the synthetic and the natural.
Okay,
because
we can go to there. What does that mean? Synthetic versus natural. That a lot of people have their ideas about what those things mean. We'll get Neil to break that down. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition during this holiday season. We appreciate your listenership. We're going to come back. We're going to get into this a little bit more, sort of educating ourselves about, where these products come from. How do these companies do this? We're giving you a peek back, behind the curtain. We do this straight up. We'll be right back.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.